that away. Okay.
You can't afford it.
So how did you start the knot? Okay, so it doubled back on itself. Then you make a loop, pass it through the center of there, and then you pull it, and then the end of it goes through
over the hook or the swivel, whatever
okay.
you use it. Right?
Yeah.
And you bring it up. Tighten it.
Right. And you have to spit on it so that it holds. You need special kind of spit.
You know why you spit on it?
Yeah, no.
Reduce the friction.
Hang on.
Friction weakens nylon line.
Oh, okay. Friction. Huh.
See? You get a nice little knot. Oh, not so nice.
Very nice.
Here we go.
Okay, perfect. It's got to be good and tight. So, very nice. Got it.
One of my favorite knots. Okay, this one is one of my favorites right here.
Okay, so that's sort of yellow.
Okay, this is gold one. No, we're not going to use the gold yet. We will use the gold.
Wow, you got a lot of different flashers.
Different depths, different
wow.
Water conditions, right?
So how deep are we going to be fishing today?
Well, we're going to find out the depth. I like 40.
What do we got? 104 right now.
Okay, I like 40 and 80 and then...
So should we go closer to shore then to get the 40 or 80?
No, we're good right here.
Okay.
The big springs tend to be closer to shore. Of course, there's fish all over the place. That's what these are.
No, that's just a GPS. Yeah.
Okay.
Betsy.
Huh. That's my favorite one.
Okay.
It's so favorite, I haven't even opened the package.
Okay. Can't be that favorite.
No, I only own about a dozen of these.
Oh, okay. So I take it you've lost quite a few of them.
No.
No?
Except
Okay.
when I'm fishing with Stuart and Gino.
So the Betsy flasher,
And Stuart is not the problem. Got any GPS plug-in?
You know what? That thing doesn't work anymore. I'm planning on doing better. I'm gonna get a new one.
Okay.
So, and this one's used somewhere around 80 feet. And that's what it looks like.
You need to go to an outfit called Protac.
Protac?
Buy yourself, yeah.
Okay.
Buy yourself
Protac.
some shit. Or buy it
Okay.
online.
Sounds good. Coming away.
You gotta have a supply of swivels, little clips.
Right.
I notice you have some of these on your line.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you how to stack a couple. Always put your clip on the end of your line.
Okay.
'Cause it's,
So is that the release clip?
no,
Oh,
there's nothing release about this.
okay.
Skinny.
Oh, okay, that just goes onto there, right. So that way you can swap out your flashers quickly if you
Yeah.
need to.
Fish is everything, right?
So Stuart is checking the compass and keeping us on a heading. And we have the trolling motor propelling us along at 1.7 miles per hour. Right now it's 1.4, which is supposed to be a pretty good speed to catch salmon at.
We'll see.
Does the speed have to vary from day to day depending on the conditions?
It depends on the tide.
On the tide,
How
oh.
fast you are going.
Okay.
Depends. I mean,
Because the tide moves you along.
this is the GPS,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Has doesn't know which way the tide is running.
Right.
We could be running with the tide, against the tide.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
So the flasher could be working differently.
So we're in the Strait of Guan to Fuca. The tide is coming up. So generally the tide would be heading to the marina, right? Is that a safe assumption?
I think the tide is about to drop. Goes up.
It's still dropping?
We would count the number of turns and see what
yeah, so the thing to do is to get binoculars
today you can.
and count the number of times they crank the downrigger, but with electrics that's not going to work, but you can tell what depth the other guys are catching fish at. So that was just another piece of advice we just got.
No, it tells you what kind of flasher gear they're using.
Oh yeah, plus you can see what flasher they're using and what kind of gear.
This is called a souk rig.
Souk rig, okay.
Okay, this wire here goes into the fish.
Oh.
And you can set the bend.
Oh.
See, I drilled 2 little holes here.
Yeah.
And a little hole there.
Yeah.
Feed the wire. Okay, Stuart, where did you put the bait? Right there. Give me that, please.
Okay. Oh, thank God it's calm today.
Oh, perfect weather, eh?
I guess that's about as good as it gets out here, huh? It's always going to be a little bit wavy. But yeah, I mean, it's the potential of 20-foot waves, I suppose, in a storm. So this is open to the west side, so you got to be careful out here. But yeah, it's looking good so far.
This is the ocean. Okay, here's a story. I used to own an 18-foot trophy, right?
Yeah.
And the first time, and I wasn't a very experienced boater, the first time I went fishing. I went fishing with my daughter. Beautiful, calm, nice, beautiful. Yeah. And just on our way home, suddenly the wind picks up. It's like, whoa! And we got 7-footers.
Whoa.
Luckily, I was able to go into the waves to get to my destination. It was
right.
Like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And another time, flatter than a pancake. And suddenly my daughter veers 90.
Yeah.
And there's like an 8-10-foot wave.
What?
Coming out. Just
From what?
A rogue wave.
Well, how would that happen?
Who knows? That's why they call them a rogue wave.
What? A giant ship? Oh man.
Well,
we'd be in big trouble if that happened to this boat.
This bait is no good. It's like when they got algae.
It's no good?
Well, it's been in the freezer for a long time.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I have the solution.
So you got a backup plan?
I always have a backup.
Okay, so your fish are in the freezer too long, Stuart, so that's not gonna work.
What's that? So, anyway, my backup plan.
Okay, here's our fallback plan.
I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Did you get that? I'm a genius.
Yeah, right. We got all that, yeah.
We have a guy that's a fisherman out here, like that fisherman.
Yeah.
Bit of a hippie in an old boat, sit in these armchairs, smoke dope, drink beer, and have a net over his night, right?
Oh no.
One day, boat disappeared, net disappeared, he just come floating up. No one knows what happened. The whole boat, everything just
Whoa. Must have been a rogue wave.
6 months later, he gets a letter from the American Navy.
Yeah.
His net or something had caught in the stack of the submarine.
Whoa.
Just sucked the whole rib on there.
Oh man. Submarine.
Yeah, one of these Nautilus or whatever goes up on the coast.
You know, like.
But they sent him a check.
Yeah, just on the other side of.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But they look like a minnow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they're rubberized and scented, so that's what they use.
No.
So he's putting it into this fish head holder, effectively, and then he's feeding a wire.
It's called a teaser head.
Oh, a teaser head, which you can buy at the pro store. And then he's putting this wire.
You can buy it at any fishing store.
Oh, okay, so you can get those anywhere. And then he's wiring it in. So
But
it
I
won't
like
fall out.
Trotac because they most have everything you want.
What's that red thing you're putting on?
It's a pin.
Oh, a pin, okay. So it comes with a pin, and then you can pin this doohickey into the holder.
That's what, especially on bait.
There, like that, so it won't come off.
You use toothpicks.
Okay, so you can substitute a toothpick is alternate plan B.
Just stick that.
And now he's putting in a treble hook. Oh, I didn't know that was legal. I thought you could only use single hooks when catching salmon.
Barbless.
Okay, barbless, but they
Okay,
can
now.
be treble hooks.
Yeah. See how
Yeah,
I bent it?
yeah. So it's loose so that the fish is straight when it's in there, like it's still in a straight line, effectively.
Way salmon's.
And he's hooking up the flasher. So if you look at it closely, it actually has somewhat of a bend so that it twirls in the water like a stunned dead fish.
Yeah, it may have a
And it's more appetizing to the salmon that way. That's a small detail you got to remember.
Okay, you want your bait to have a roll. Look at the bait.
Okay, so we're looking for the bait to be rolling. Okay, so don't hook the fisherman. That's rule number, I don't know, 10 or something by now.
Pretty darn close to number 1.
So we're looking for the roll of the minnow, and it has to be at a certain speed. And so that's something we're checking now. So what he's going to do is he's going to straighten it a bit so that it rolls a little slower, I guess.
Yeah, but yours is black, right? So then we got a nice slow roll there, nice.
Okay, so it's a nice slow roll, and that's what you want. Now he's letting out some line.
You don't have any downrigger clips, right?
No. So now we need a downrigger clip, which is something else that Peter knows about, and I don't.
And a couple bucks for this.
Okay.
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 Now, this is long, 5 feet. The reason,
5 feet. Okay.
the reason for that is so we can hook it around the downrigger.
Okay, so you have to have it about 5 feet long just so you can hook it onto the downrigger. It just makes it easier.
15 feet.
So it leaves it about 15 feet behind the boat. And now he's going to attempt to hook it up to the downrigger.
There's a boat coming. Hold
There's a
on.
boat coming. What?
Volker, you should have your life jacket on.
Oh,
But,
okay.
you know...
Oh, is that a Coast Guard guy? Yes.
They come about twice as long,
Okay.
and they're like 30 bucks a package.
Okay.
They're expensive. I
Okay.
cut them in half with a hacksaw,
Yeah. Oh,
and
okay.
you pound them.
You got twice as many.
Now, see this line?
Yeah.
I use,
That's really thick.
this is 50-pound test, but I
50
use
pound.
a lawnmower
Oh.
snipper line.
Right.
Orange, you know, so you can
Okay.
see it. It's really good.
Okay.
Good trick. But I didn't have any. I didn't
Right.
have any big clips. Now, see here? You need another piece of equipment. Hold on.
Okay, that's how it clips on. You got the rubber thing to keep it from sliding up, and of course it's not going to slide down. And then we got that doohickey on there.
Getting that rod out of the rod holder.
Yeah, it's a little awkward for sure. So now, how much line did you leave out, do you figure?
What?
Like how far behind the boat is the line most likely?
15 feet.
15 feet still. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it goes down, right now it's going down 40 feet and then it's another 15 feet behind the boat.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. So we got one of the downriggers going. How's our heading, Stuart? Are we on track? So also, you want to keep an eye on the depth because we're running at 40 and we're at 65 now, eh? So we're just 20 feet off the bottom.
Which is fine.
So he's got 30-pound tests at first, and then further on down, he's got like 50 pounds or something like that. It
Yeah.
goes up in strength.
Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter because that's not the... You have the line on around here.
Okay. So yeah, okay, so this imitates a school of fish, and it's basically green in color, but it's a slightly different combination from the other one.
And colors change as you
Oh
go
wow,
down.
and then the other side is really green. Yeah.
Slide
Okay.
this, connect this.
So we're putting a green lure onto a green flasher
Hoochie.
called Poochie.
Hoochie coochie. Hoochie mama.
Imitation of a squid.
Okay. Well, that's what it's called, so I don't know. I don't know if he's kidding or not, but that's what it's called, supposedly. It's supposed to be an imitation squid.
And you see all these guys that drive the
Squid.
fossil fuel cars, they kill the squid with their...
Oh, and it's got a single hook in it instead of a treble hook.
Now you know why it takes things so long on the West Coast to get anything done, right?
I'm trying to hook up for about an hour now.
Yeah. You go back to Manitoba, you can throw on a red devil cast and you got a fish.
I'd be frying up the fish by now.
This is West Coast time. You tangle this up in your rod.
We got a tangle here we got to deal with, so yeah. Okay, there's a button on the top right. Just press that down.
I've heard no complaints.
Okay, so next thing is we're going gold on gold. That squid thing is gold, and same with this. Because the green on green did not work so far. They're pointing towards where the fish are.
Beautiful little birds.
A lot of fishing boats out here.
I thought it was beach, B-E-A-C-H.
It's running. Oh. No, hold it the other way. It's upside down. There we go.
Did you bring the cannonball in now?
No. Yeah, so we got something on.
Yeah, hold that button in. Is that downrigger coming up?
Yeah, I got it coming up.
Okay, good.
Okay, give us our net.
Get the net, Stuart. Yeah, we got a decent. Nowhere in the middle.
Well, keep your rod up.
Ah, nice fish.
We allowed to keep that?
I think so, yeah. That's big.
All right. First fish of the day. It's a cod.
Stuart, where the hell are you going?
Give it a little bit of speed.
Calm down. You
Gotta be focused.
Where the hell are you going?
Put him, hang on. Is that thing still on? Yeah, it's still on after all this. There it is. Hooray! First fish of the day. So that's another squid, and it's kind of a
Called a hoochie.
pinkish, called a hoochie squid, and this is basically a red, or well, I guess a Dayglow orange
This is
and silver.
Yep, this is the basic flasher. That's a
Okay,
full
basic
silver.
flasher.
But
How
two-
heavy are those ones?
Oh, these are too light for what we would like.
So the first weight is about a foot from the swivel. And
No,
then
it's
we're
going to
put
be,
another
I'm going to
one.
put it about 10 feet up.
Oh, 10 feet from the swivel?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to slide them along 10 feet ahead of the swivel that's down there. So this is fishing without a downrigger. Okay, so we got all these weights about 10 feet in front of the actual lure. And the lure looks like what we call a lazy Ike. It's sort of a, I think, well, Dayglow orange. Letting out the line manually to troll behind the boat. Coming back into the marina here.
Seal watching you there.
There's a seal right there on shore. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll zoom in. Oh, there they are, patiently waiting for fish.
Is that herring?
Whoa.
What, you know?
Ready? I'm going to try to show you how to fillet it now. First cut is right on here. You're going to cut down behind this one preferably, straight down till you hit the spinal cord over here. Okay, so that cut's complete. Now we're going to rotate the knife, and basically what you're doing is you're giving a lot of down pressure this way, and you're going to slide it along the vertebral column here, each vertebral column, or what you call it. And just slide along. And then once you get to the end, do not cut through, because you're going to flip it open. And I'm just going to rinse off my knife now because it's contaminated. I'm also going to clean my hands with the water. I want that. And then you're going to use this as your anchorage point. And in a perfect world, you can just kind of slide your knife along here and separate it from the skin. Okay. So I got to be able to hold the skin back while I'm cutting. I want you to put this thing, switch your hands going. Beautiful. There, that's not bad. Second half will go properly. That's really nice, firm, solid meat. So that's your fillet. We're going to cut out the ribs. I'll show you that later. So now what you do is, I'm going to keep the thing on the fish. Just fold this back, all innocent like, put it back together, and then you
Yes,
flip it over. Yeah, okay, this is not.
Maybe take the newspaper off. I think it's more of a...
Okay. We're gonna have to. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do this cut, and then we'll do the other thing on the board. Okay, so again, close as you can to the head.
What a pretty
And
fish.
over here.
Nice colors.
Yeah, it's beautiful colors. It's
Yeah.
kind of golden.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, fish.
And then again, you're putting a lot of downward pressure on the knife, and you're just using that spine to guide it towards the back. Oops, I gotta end up on this side of that dorsal fin. Okay. Yeah, doing this on a proper filleting table or on a dock if you have one.
Yeah, we gotta get a board
10 times
actually.
easier. And plus you can rinse your knife in and everything. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep your hands clean. You don't want to be touching the meat with the outside of the fish, because then it smells and tastes like fish, which you really want to avoid that taste. Now if I do this right, I'm holding it here, and notice I didn't cut through that. This is like a handle, and then you should just be able to slide the fillet off of the skin, and it's completely clean. And then the part of that fin hooking up.
Beautiful.
There, perfect.
Nice.
So now you want to wash the fillets. You want to get anything off them that's on there. What you don't want is the fillet to smell like fish. If you do it properly,
Your
the
thing
fillets
is
will never
really hot.
smell like fish.
This
Yeah.
camera's hot.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Is that
Don't worry
good?
about it. It was in the sun before, so.
Oh,
And it gets hot the once running.
okay.
Anyway, okay, so we wash that off. We're going to place that on here and there. Okay, so now we have all these ribs. There's a whole rib cage in here. Now we're going to have to fill it. And so you can feel a ridge right along here. And that's where you have to start. So find that ridge and